Live. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up?
Yo,
We here. It's fucking Saturday. It's episode 106. Let's get into it. We ain't got no intro. We ain't got no intro music for y'all or nothing. We in the middle of a rebrand right now. We ain't even gonna hold y'all. For our video people, get over to our fucking Spotify, our Apple Music, our Pandora, our iHeart, our Amazon Music. Go over there, subscribe, leave us a nice review, hit the bells and all that good shit. If you watch it on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button, of course. Hit that bell button, of course. Can we let we on the road to 1K? We've been kind of tripping. We just been trying to do this shit and we ain't really been promoting. Let's get us to 1K. How about that? Let's get to 1K. Hit the subscribe button. But we got no intro music today, and I got a new intro for y'all. So welcome to the Normal Convos pod, where no conversation is normal and things aren't as normal as conversations. I'm your host, Brandon, joined by my brothers, Bobby and Everett. This is episode 106. Let's get straight into the fucking conversation. Where do we want to start?
Medium shirt daddy.
the graphic shirt God in this motherfucker.
Our father is back. What up, people? Yo. As y'all see, we got a new little way of doing things. So we just go get straight into it, right?
Let's get into it.
Brick Squad.
Yep.
In case you haven't heard or you have been up under a rock.
God damn. All my damn drops is off. I don't know where my drops are. God damn, I'm tripping. Where's my drop?
Just go hit them in the face like that.
Nah,
drops.
Facts. I definitely did. Oh, I ain't even got it on this.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it go.
An hour later. Nonetheless.
Normal Convos pod.
Oh shit. I hate that it only holds so many fucking drops in one bank, but whatever.
That's cool.
Let's get into it.
In case you've been up under a rock, about a week or so ago, a woman from Houston, well, she's not from Houston, she's foreign, a black lady named Rhoda Bash, apparently, allegedly, and I use allegedly very, very loosely, because apparently she said, or at least her story was, that upon walking down the street, a group of men you were standing around while she got hit in the face with a brick from a guy because him her number. Now, I saw what she looked like, and you know what? Let me not even do that. Apparently the story was, and she got on live, as most people do. They don't file police reports. They don't go to the police. They go to the court of public opinion. All these men were standing around. This man, he hit me in my face with a fucking brick because I wouldn't give him my number. Yeah, and you see the visual of it. Her whole face swelled up like something crazy.
I saw that.
As soon as this video was posted, the Simp Brigade and Simp Enforcers, women and white knights went to defending her, and the story was, you niggas ain't shit. Why ain't y'all defend her?
The Simp Brigade is funny.
The Simp Brigade. They formed like Voltron against men. I couldn't believe it.
Holy shit.
But I mean, apparently that was the story. No one dared question it at the time. Or if you were little dick energy, you were a misogynist, you hate women, and you just a loser. Well, come to find out,
Before you do that, did you see the Charleston White reply to that video?
I did not. What did Charleston say?
You're gonna have to look it up. I don't want to repeat the things he was saying, but he pretty much called her out. He called her out for that, saying how she didn't file a police report. Like he was like, pretty much like, if you was really hurt like that, why did you go on live instead of filing a police report? He's pretty much saying black men ain't got to protect a random woman. Say you ain't gonna give us no head. Nothing like that. We ain't got to protect you. Like, still, he went off. He pretty much went off. I thought you saw it. Roman posted it. I died laughing when I saw it.
Nah,
I mean, the way he said it was wrong. You know what I mean, but he wasn't. He was spitting facts. His delivery was kind of messed up, but he was spitting facts. But go ahead.
Hey, that's all that matters. Shout out to Charleston and shout out to Aaron too, big supporter of the show.
Not facts.
Fact.
So yeah, it comes out that this was actually a finesse. She tried this before. Even the guys who were standing
Multiple
around
times.
she accused had said that she didn't even have it, that it didn't happen. She had a mask on her face when she came. Apparently, she was planning to do this. For what reason?
That's kind of fucking crazy.
You can speculate. Sympathy, clout, fame, money, which is I think was really the root of it.
Nah, that's what I've been seeing. She's done this multiple times before and then put up GoFundMe's and then got money from all of them. And this was just another time she did it.
Oh yeah, last I checked, it was like $50,000.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Please do. Please introduce.
How much longer are we just gonna believe women? Because my mindset is we've gotten countless and countless fucking evidence of women just coming up with bullshit. Just did a couple weeks ago, we just had the fucking situation with what's her face,
Carly Russell.
Yeah, like I understand why we're supposed to believe black women and we're supposed to believe women and all that type of shit, but at what point do we be like, man, fuck that shit, something sound fishy? Like,
question it.
Yeah, like why are we not allowed to question shit no more? Like, are we really in the era where we can't fucking talk to people no more? We can't ask questions? Because this shit sound crazy as fuck to me. Like,
yeah, we're not supposed to question. We're just supposed to come to people's aid with no question asked.
I ain't with that shit. I got questions, fam. Like,
well, apparently that's not allowed.
I got fucking questions.
What the hashtag say? Believe all women?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's presented as women don't lie or they don't have a reason to. Well, you have her, you have Carly Russell, Susan Smith, Carolyn Bryant,
Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, Juicy Smollett.
Like, it's too many.
It's happened too many times historically to go with that narrative of they don't lie or don't have a reason to.
Yeah, that we just supposed to believe it because you said it, because you're a woman. Like, that just sound crazy as fuck to me. And you know what I'm saying? Full transparency, I had no fucking idea about this shit. Like, I just heard it on a podcast a couple days ago. Like, I was really invested on how this came about. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you telling me the story was the first time that I heard it laid out like that. So I had never heard the story for real. Like, a couple people commented on it, you know what I'm saying? There's been commentary on it, of course, but this was the first time that a motherfucker was actually able to lay everything out in front of me. Like, that sound like bullshit.
My thing is, if something like that happens to you, logically, are you really, the first thing you do is whip out your phone, go live, and cry?
You feel me?
That would never occur to me. It's go get medical assistance or call 911, not pull out my phone.
Not pull out my phone to record, pull out my phone to get some help.
Right.
Exactly.
Chris say, I believe Yo Gotti and Wayne got a song about lying. They definitely do. But no, it's just like the Jussie shit. Just like you said, like, my first reaction wouldn't be to pick up my phone and go live. You know what I'm saying? Jussie fucking he left the noose on his neck during his lie and took the Subway sandwich home. You're not doing both of those. One or the other, cool. You're not doing both of those. As a black man in America, in, you know what I'm saying, at least in his story, you know, with something racist happening against you, you still kept your dinner and you walked all the way home with a noose on your neck, fam. Like, make it make sense.
It was very fishy. I mean, in that situation, at least take the noose off your neck. I understand why you want to hang on to the foot long, but at least take the noose off your neck.
Why he would hang on to the foot long?
I understand why he would when his foot is 12 inches of meat. I get it. You can't let that go.
I ain't fucking with Everett, man. What about What's up with this GoFundMe though? I heard that she had a GoFundMe and it was like 5K. Like, what was the amount on the GoFundMe?
No, it's 50K. It's over. It was over 50K.
Last time I checked.
What was her goal originally?
I don't know.
Did she set up?
I think her goal was like between 2 and 5K.
It was set up by her. It was help her medical treatment and recover and therapy or whatever. But it definitely was set up directly by her.
That's fucking crazy. You said it was 2 to 5, Bobby. So
I think her goal was somewhere between 2 and 5K, and then she ended up raising a little bit over 50.
Blew past that.
I need to start scheming, bro.
Working for women.
I need 50K. I need 50K yesterday. If I get 50K by making up a good lie, and then once you get to 50K, what they gonna do?
Nothing.
It's if I don't file a police report, I didn't necessarily break any laws. I went to the court of public opinion, and they gave me $50,000.
And that's why she didn't file a police report.
You can't do nothing to me but be mad. Like, give me the 50K, bro. I'm about to fuck it. I'm scheming, bro.
She deleted all her social media.
Tell that to the Tinder swindler.
The Tinder, yeah. But he was wilding though. Did he go to jail?
He went to jail.
He back out on the streets. Free him until it was backwards.
But there was other shit that got him in jail though. It wasn't just him taking the money from the women, was it?
That had nothing to do with
it. Yeah, that ain't had nothing to do with him going to jail. I thought he was like bouncing forward, like forging checks and shit.
Something to that nature, but nothing real serious. He's back out. He's back out here.
And salute to that man.
Absolutely.
Salute to Tinder swindler.
All right. Hey, if you like it, I love it. But I mean, it's just to answer reply to what you just said, Brandon, about you scheming. It's unlikely to work because people are going to question it as soon as you do it. As soon as something happened, you're going to go, well, what happened? What was you doing there? Huh? Why weren't you at work? What happened? What were you doing?
A good liar though. I can come up with the problem for me would be remembering the whole lie.
Edit that live? Okay.
I could come up with a good one. It's just keeping a lie going is what my problem is. That's why I'm at the point in my life where
you're not a good liar. That's part of a good lie, keeping a lie going.
Yeah, you got to commit to it.
Oh, right. Well, I'm a mediocre liar then.
Oh God.
I could come up with a good lie. I'm not gonna remember it in 2 days when you ask me.
Oh Lord, this guy's in the WNBA of lying.
Not facts.
He's horrible.
I'm an extension liar.
Oh Lord. I don't have my soundboard up, but
oh shit,
man. But yeah, I think we can all agree that this was just some bullshit. And one of the things that I've noticed is while I was browsing the comments online, because I had time that day, all the women who were defending her, they're quiet. Even when it came out that it was a finesse, they're still defending her because there were men saying, well, there was not our responsibility to protect her. All these women are saying, well, it could have been real, and now we know how you really feel about defending black women. Not even addressing the obvious finesse. You see what I'm saying? It's that big elephant in the room of accountability somehow just kind of squeezed out the door.
There's no such thing as accountability at this point. Like you can't convince me that. Yeah, you can't convince me that women believe in accountability because that happens
to a man taking accountability. That's when they believe in it.
Nah, facts. That's another one of those double standards that we just don't benefit from. Like with any situation like this where you get a woman that get caught in her lie or she get caught up like, oh damn, you fucked up, like we got you. It still be women defending them like, oh well, this might not have been true, but it could have been true. So just the same way you just said, like, well, it could have happened. So now I see how you feel about us. No, I know fishy when I see fishy. They said the same shit about the Carly Russell shit. Like women weren't defending her as much because that was, you know what I'm saying? You involved children in that. You know what I'm saying? You involved a whole bunch of people in that. Motherfuckers was actually out looking for her. So I understand why they stopped really defending her. But there were still some women in that case where it was like, no, but if she was missing, but that shit is wild as fuck to me. But she's not. Like, I understand it can happen and it could happen, but why are we not? So let's bring it back to this shorty, right?
Okay.
What if, let's say that it did happen, right? Or no, we're gonna keep it on it didn't happen. So you got caught up in your bullshit. Why are we not bringing light to the people that this shit actually happens to? The people that do get assaulted by people. You know what I'm saying? By men. The people that are getting bricks thrown at their face. You know what I'm saying? The women that really are getting abused, you know what I'm saying, in everyday life.
Exactly.
Why is that not the conversation versus, oh, well, this could have happened. Well, okay, but it didn't. Fuck what could have happened. We don't live in coulda, woulda, shoulda world.
You lessen the credibility.
What happened is she lied and set all this up.
Right. Like, that's the reality of shit. We don't live in coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, well, it could have happened. Okay, but it didn't.
And that's what we should focus on.
It didn't happen. And her bringing light to this, her making herself the pariah of this, just lessens everybody that's actually going through some type of abuse. Like, there are people that that are actually getting shit thrown at them all the time.
Yeah,
like,
you rob them of the credibility that they should have.
So now the next time a girl come up, oh, well, somebody threw a brick in my face and ain't nobody do nothing. It's like, well,
now we gotta think she crying wolf.
Yeah,
you lying.
Like the same thing with the, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take us down a rabbit hole, but the same thing with like the rape allegations and, you know what I'm saying, the sexual abuse allegations and shit like that. There's so much evidence of women lying about that every time it comes up, it's like, all right, well, I gotta wait for more information to come out. Like, that's one of those things where as a community, as a country, we should be able to just believe you, because that is crazy.
Should.
For you to be able to say, you know what I'm saying, for you to have to go through that, the people that are actually going through that, for you to have to go through that and live with that shit, you should be able to tell somebody, and we should be able to be like, you know what, we believe you, we here for you, we support you, we love you, da 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 da. But we live in a world where there are other women that are just making shit up. So now every time you come out and, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm a victim of SA, or I'm a victim of this, or I'm a victim of that, it's like, well, let me get some more information before I just, you know, wrap my arms around you and hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking crazy to me. And it's motherfuckers like this that make it like that.
It's unfortunately the state of the world that we live in. But to bring it back, what you said about, you know, the coulda, woulda, shoulda, it's not going to happen a certain way, because then as a collective, they'd have to say we were wrong, and that's not going to happen.
Facts.
So it's easier to just go.
Has it ever?
She could have been bricked.
That's fucking.
And do you know how she got that big ass thing on the side of her face? She works at a hospital, and apparently she injected saline in the side of her face.
So now you're using medical supplies to finesse.
Wow. Now she didn't even get hit for real. Like, I thought what happened was, I thought she lied about. I thought she did get hit with a brick, but like she like set it up like the Jussie Smollett stuff.
Like somebody knocked her the fuck out type shit.
Yeah. I thought that's what happened. She didn't even get hit.
She injected.
Oh, that's wow.
Whole side of the face swelled up to where you would think, oh yeah, something happened to her.
Yeah.
No.
That's wow.
No
that's
skin
wild.
Penetrated, no nothing. She just injected shit from the job.
Oh nah, she wilding. She wilding.
Ain't that a charge?
It's gotta be. But it's saline. It wasn't really you know what I'm saying?
Do anything.
It wasn't a drug or nothing. It didn't affect anything. It's still saline, but you're still stealing from your job.
You can drain that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, she gets fired from her job, but I got $50K. Like, I'm Gucci.
But Brandon, it's only 50,000.
I mean, it is not gonna last you the rest of your life, but 50K is gonna be like, all right, I lost my job. All right, cool. I'll move across the fucking country and go get another job.
In this era, I don't know, dog.
I mean, the way that social media, as influential as social media is
I see what
today,
you're saying though.
like a lot of people are going to know your name. But yeah, but you got 50K. A name change only $100, couple $100. So you can get your name changed. But even if you don't want to, I got 50K. Like, I can't just uproot my life with 50K. But if I ain't got no kids or I ain't got no spouse or whatever the case is, I can, you know what I'm saying? If I live in New York, I can move to fucking Montana or some shit and go get a job at the local hospital. And they not gonna give a fuck about my, you know what I'm saying? They gonna wonder what the fuck I'm doing here, but I can go somewhere where don't nobody know me and start over with 50K. That at least gave me 6 months of getting my life together.
Yeah. Another thing
If that,
what did you say about it?
I said if that 6 months. I said if that with 50K.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, because in the grand scheme, 50K ain't shit. I mean, it's now
It's not
she got
life-changing
$1 million. Hey, I'm gonna go find some saline right now and do the same shit. $1 million. Yeah.
I'm running the finesse too, goddamn it.
Yeah, but 50,000. I just don't think it was enough to justify all. Like, people ain't gonna forget this shit. And this ain't the first time that you've done this, man. Any legit thing that you go try to do, people gonna question it and not fuck with you. You. She gonna be working. I don't know what she's gonna do, but I hope she has a plan.
Right.
And most women don't. So,
also true.
What bothers me about it in all of these situations, they all have one common thing. You know what it is?
They liars. They all got a vagina.
No, there is no type of punishment.
There isn't. So,
and there won't be.
So I got a good one for you, Bobby. I know that in the past you've kind of been on the forefront of how to fix this. You know what I'm saying? You always bring up okay, well, what should we do to rectify the situation? So
yeah,
in your mind, what would be the punishment for something like this? You know what I'm saying? I'll get online, I'll tell you this grandiose story. I got 50K out of you niggas, and now it's up. Like, what should be the because like Ever said, like she never filed a police report. So what is the punishment for somebody that didn't necessarily break the law?
That's a good question, because I was going to say but she didn't file a police report. So yeah, she didn't break the law.
Right.
So I gotta be fair. The court of public opinion has to punish her. They gotta excuse me. She did lie. She did finesse people out of that 50K. So she would have to pay that back at the very least. Or she can get rocked for real. Like somebody can punch her in the face for real.
That's what I was waiting on, Bobby. I was waiting for the bullshit. Like,
somebody's gonna
I need to knock her the fuck out. Like, don't throw a
everybody who donated that 50K to her. Yeah, I mean, everybody get a yeah. Anybody who donated get the rocker in her face.
Yes, there's one person who gave $2,000. They got to go first.
$2,000. Oh yeah.
Now they
get the first and the last hit.
They got to go first.
They get at least 10 shots.
$2,000.
I'm not never clicking. Listen, y'all. I'm not never clicking on y'all GoFundMe's. I click on y'all Kickstarters. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like, if you got a Kickstarter and I believe in it, I fuck with your Kickstarter. I'm never clicking on y'all GoFundMe's.
I've done it for people that I know legit. Like, I know circumstances.
Yeah.
Just perfect strangers.
Hell nah. Random niggas.
Nah, because you want to know. Can I share with y'all something that I do?
Let's get it. Oh, ever getting personal? You know that shit don't happen often.
Right.
It's not even personal. It's just when I see someone online post a video and they're crying, I'll automatically think that they're lying.
No, for real. Because
I just think they're lying. If they're crying, if you set up the camera and you're crying and you edit it, and because you start crying and hit record, I think you're lying automatically.
Yeah,
no exceptions. You could be telling the truth, but I think you're lying.
I don't understand how people can keep a straight face or keep a cry face while you're grabbing your phone, going to your camera app.
Thank you.
And then waiting for it to start, and then catching the right angle, and then you're in the middle of crying, looking at your phone, bawling your fucking eyes out. Like, I'm with you. I
think you're lying.
I'm with you. That should be wild as fuck,
man. What do you want from me? He was lying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Tyrese was lying.
Well, not lying to us.
Yeah.
But
I think he actually felt the way that he felt. I just think that mental health is a thing, obviously.
yeah.
Mental health is a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that the reason I still think it's weird. I didn't think Tyrese was lying because I've had enough conversations with men about the shit that they go through with their baby mamas and their kids and all that type of shit, where I can 100% see a man, like somebody catching him crying like that. I 100% believe. The fact that he did it himself is not that I don't believe him, but I feel like
it's just less credible.
Yeah, it's less credible. You were trying to get the court of public opinion on your side. Like, if somebody was to catch him crying like that, I would have believed it a little bit more because I've had enough conversations with men about that particular topic to where I 100% have seen men break down like that and cry and bawl their fucking eyes out. For you to do it on camera, it is a lot less credible. I don't think he was lying, but it's a lot less credible.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just bad. It's just bad. I just automatically think that they're lying. If I see you crying on camera,
you're gonna have to convince me that you ain't lying.
Now, if Shorty would have filed a police report, I would think on top of filing a false police report, I know this has been said before, but I would think that she would have to be facing the same charges and same punishment that whoever would have been caught up in that would have been facing. Like, so you want to lie and say somebody did this to you? All right, well, since you actually did this to yourself, you're facing these charges. You know, you just against yourself. That's all.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, I don't know if y'all know, but the charge of filing a false police report is literally carries no penalty.
Nah,
not
a fine. She got 50K. She got it. She got it.
It's literally nothing.
Because I mean, like, it's a very broad, like, and we gonna move on from this because fuck this girl. But
finish what you were saying, but I have a question for y'all.
Okay. I definitely it's such a broad thing. You know what I'm saying? A police report could literally be anything. You know what I'm saying? So filing a fake police report, it has to carry a light sentence, because a police report can be something as small as I got in an accident, somebody broke into my house. Like a false police report can be anything. Like, this is you know what I'm saying? This ain't really like,
it's a gray area,
fake murder or something like that, but this is such a gray area of where it falls in a false police report. If she would have filed it, it's like, do I send you to jail for 5 years because you told me that somebody broke in your house and they didn't, and you wasting police resources? Or do I give you a fucking, you know what I'm saying, 2 days in? Yeah. Like, so I feel like for that particularly, it has to be broad, because police reports are literally all over the spectrum.
There's a reason insurance requires them, though.
Facts.
If you say something was stolen, that you got insured, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Support, nigga.
But also, you're holding yourself accountable, because when it comes out that you lied, then
I need that. We insured that. We gave you that cash already.
Yeah, but we are going to move on from, hey. When the last time a chick told you a goofy ass obvious lie?
Obvious lie?
Or just something that it didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense.
Oh, story time. So back when I worked at Kings Island, right?
She woke up and started breathing. That was the lie. Go ahead.
Whoa. Is that true? Is that true, Mr. Cosby?
I didn't kill her. So back when I was working at Kings Island, I worked at Wings. Obviously, like on our off days, you know what I'm saying, we would just kind of roam around the park because we got in free. So I meet this girl. Never met her before, never seen her before, but she had on a Kings Island uniform. So we get to talking, get to messing around, go find a little empty bathroom, We go in the room. We go in the bathroom. We get done, bro. Like done. Like a week later, she was like, "I'm pregnant." So, oh, congratulations. I'm like 14. I know how pregnancies work. Like,
This nigga said congratulations. That's what's up.
yeah, like that's what's up. She was like, "I'm pregnant." I was like, "Oh, congratulations!" Like, I'm like, "Why you ain't tell me that last week?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "We just fucked last week. Like, why you ain't tell me last week?" Shout out to Wings, of course. I got another story involving this nigga where he almost got me fired. I might already told that story on the pod.
You have.
Okay.
I was feeling everything. I know.
But no, I was like, "Why you ain't tell me last week?" Like, you know what I'm saying? You let me fuck you and you pregnant? Like, she was like, "No, I'm pregnant by you." I said, "No, you're not." She said, "Yeah, I am." No, you're not. Like, there's no way you're pregnant. Even if you were, right? Even if you were, how the fuck did you find out 7 days later that you're pregnant? Pregnancies don't even happen that quick, baby. They do, but they're not detectable that quick. How the fuck? Like, I've been like my whole childhood, I've been the. This is gonna sound crazy. I've been the quote unquote like I was always like the not gay bestie. I had a whole bunch of women friends around me. Like, if it makes sense.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Like, I always had women around me. They told me all their stories. They put me on game because I wasn't a threat to them sexually in my early years. So I always had women around me. So I knew all of the bullshit that women used to do and say to niggas. Like, so she telling me this shit, and I'm like, there's no possible fucking way that you are pregnant by me a week after that we had sex. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. Listen, dark skin lady, dark skin girl. She was beautiful, right? Baby came out high yellow. Yeah, had sex with a white boy. Like, it was a biracial child. When the baby finally came out, it was a biracial child, and I seen her after that conversation. For whatever reason, we stopped talking. I don't remember exactly, but I had seen her like 2 years later or something. Sorry with the baby. You know, in 2 years, the baby, you know what I'm saying? The baby got some color.
The color, yeah.
So I look at her, I look at the baby. I said, "You dead ass look me in my face and try to tell me that baby was mine a week after we had sex. Like, you really wild the fuck out." He was like, "But I didn't. Me and his daddy just wasn't on the same page." I don't give a what the fuck. That's not my baby. Right. Like, you can't tell me that a week later, bro.
Right.
You can't tell me a week later that that's my baby. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I just want to say, I think I'm growing up, because I was going to say, if you just ate her butt, how would she get pregnant?
Hey,
but I didn't say it.
I wasn't eating ass back then. That's a new construct.
New construct.
Bobby, I know you got a good one.
I've been trying to think of one, but I really don't. I don't have one. Mine were just, little basic stuff. Like, she told me she loved me. That was a lie. Like,
oh, we can. Hey, if we want to get to the funnies, we can get to a bunch of the funnies. I'm down. You can give us your story, and then we can just do the funnies.
There's no worse ones than "I'm pregnant and I love you." Those are the worst ones.
He's just a friend.
Yeah,
you ain't got to worry about him.
I'll say on my end.
I had a. You ain't got to worry about him. So, Shorty had me. Basically, she had me driving this dude car and everything. Had a whole ass man. I drove past him with her in the passenger seat by him while he was sitting on the porch, and she talking about some. "Oh, we ain't together. He just friends. We just friends." Whole time they got the key. They live together and everything. Like, to this day, I wonder, like, man, who the hell did dude think I was? Because I was definitely cracking Shorty.
So was he.
No, the way she told it to me, he wasn't. And yeah. I mean, but look, he saw me in his car with her in the passenger seat driving, and he stayed with her after that.
He thought you was the gay bestie.
He stayed with. I look like a gay bestie.
I thought you was. I thought he was gonna let it slide.
She definitely. Nobody ever looks like the gay bestie, but if she tell that nigga that's my gay bestie, and that nigga is stupid, then
nah, he looked like the type of guy who would let something like that slide.
Listen, fam.
He looked like the type that ain't got no choice but to let it slide.
Listen, you know how many times I showed up to some girl's house and she told her daddy I was her gay bestie, and then that nigga went to work and I fucked the shit out of her. Like, that was normal behavior when I was a teenager, bro.
No, it's not.
It's not normal behavior, but I'm saying that niggas will believe whatever the fuck the woman that they love tell them. If my daughter tells me he's gay, we're not interested. One, I'm not stupid, so I don't give a fuck who this nigga is. He can't be in this house if I'm not here. That's a different story. But back in the 2000s, there was niggas that loved their daughters enough to be like, oh yeah, he's gay best. What? I'm about to fuck the shit out of your daughter, Mr. Smith.
I couldn't even go along with that lie as a man. I couldn't even.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it neither.
Go along with that, like, huh?
Niggas didn't ask no, bro. I'm telling you.
I guess if you really want to crack, okay.
Listen, I think niggas be forgetting how horny y'all was at 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh, I haven't. We all remember. It's just that. Like, I don't know if I could go along with that. That was like the worst thing you could be back in the day.
It was, but even with that, I've always been open with how I feel about gay people, how I feel about LGBTQ, all that type shit. Like, that didn't just come around because it's popular to like the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? I've always had gay friends, lesbians, gay men. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's been my whole life. So it's never bothered me like that. So for somebody to call me gay, it never was a defense. I never had a defense mechanism for nigga, you gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was never that for me. Like, somebody thinking that I was gay never bothered me because I knew I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That was always my approach. Even now, like, that's always my approach. I've got, like, there's a bunch of people that I come in contact with that have watched an episode or constantly watch episodes or whatever, and they be like, "B, you sure you ain't, like, you know, fluid, or you might, you know what I'm saying, might like men or blah 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 blah." Like, that's a normal question. That not a normal question to ask, but in today's society, that is a normal question to ask. Like, hey, are you maybe bisexual, or you know what I'm saying?
I can see that
because I don't shy away from it.
Things is different now.
Yeah. But that shit don't bother me, so the question doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I don't get offended when people ask me if I might like men too. Like, no, I don't. I appreciate you asking, but no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I've had gay men hit on me. It don't bother me. I shut them down just like I shut the women down that try to hit on me. Like, it ain't for me. There's no difference in men versus women when it comes to shit like that. So it never bothered me when I was a kid. Like, but the ultimate one, right? The ultimate bullshit ass lie that girls tell. Usually I don't do this.
Oh.
Usually I don't do this.
I usually don't do this.
But have y'all ever believed it?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Yeah, when I was younger, I'd go for that. Now it's like, okay, whatever.
Nah, when I was horny, when I was young and horny all the time, I definitely believed a bunch of that shit. And I believed the I don't suck dick. I used to believe that a lot, like a comically amount. I don't suck dick. Okay, it's okay, baby. You ain't like, yeah. I used to let that shit go. But listen, a lot of you bitches owe me some head.
I'm definitely old, son. I'm definitely old, son.
A lot of you bitches owe me some head. I ain't gonna hold you.
Definitely old, son. Boy.
You got to run it past my wife first, but
not a written request. Like, babe, this is old. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
I still love this is retroactive.
Retroactive head.
This is You know,
She opened it in '94.
this is head in arrears. This is
This
arrears.
is rearage horror.
This
This is rearage
head,
head.
right? You know, it's
This is like child support, baby.
Yeah.
She owed down.
yeah, it had nothing to do with you, babe. I still love you and shit, but this is
Nah, she owed down.
this is
I done seen her OnlyFans. She
Paid
owed
it back
down.
in 03.
You know what I'm saying?
you know, if you escape from prison and they catch you years later, you still got to go back.
Yeah, you gotta go finish your time.
So this is
This is that.
This is that. You don't stand in the way of justice, babe. So
You know how you miss your Duke payment, and then when they finally catch up with you, you still got to pay that old money. Yeah, this is that.
So,
This is
you
that.
know, I still love you. You know, I'm still with the family shit, but this has got to happen.
This has gotta happen. Imagine telling your girl, babe, this gotta happen. She
Yeah.
gotta suck my dick. Ain't no way around it, babe. She gotta suck my dick. I'm sorry.
Like,
You get divorced that
Oh
minute.
my God. Speaking of fucking divorce,
oh,
not really speaking of divorce, actually. Congratulations to my cousin and her new husband.
hey,
Last week they that bottom middle one. Yep. Chris stupid. He talking about that shit got interest attached to it now.
yeah,
So you owe me some head and a little bit of pussy too.
yeah, you know, maybe a little slight salad toss. I'm just saying, if you're into that, I don't know.
So while we there,
Yeah, you know,
you already down there. You might as well go ahead and
just
you know what I'm saying.
you
I
know,
can lift over to the side real quick.
yeah, you know, just at least the gooch. Just go ahead, Gucci girl.
Gucci girl. But no, congratulations to my cousin Jacqueline and her new husband Justin. They got married last
J's,
weekend.
J&J, that is so
Yeah,
sweet.
that was cute. The Ellises, beautiful wedding, beautiful time. They look great. Everybody looked like they had a good time. Me and my wife was fresh to fucking death. If y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all saw the pictures,
I saw y'all Prince Purple Rain shit.
type shit. You see them shoes?
Yeah,
Them shoes.
look at this
was
thing with his
fire.
purple sliders.
Them shits was fire.
Looking like Barney.
Man,
See, y'all some haters. Nigga can't never look nice.
hey, you did. I
Barney was
knew
cold with it.
you laid it out on the bed like I'm about to kill him. I know you.
Nah,
laid it
I
out
hung
on
it
the
up.
bed.
I hung it up on the
Oh, you hung it up.
yeah, I hung it up on the light.
Okay,
I got a
okay.
little light in the back.
All right, you a grown man. You a grown man.
But nah, I definitely tried that shit on. And because I'm not too bougie, right? I'm not too bougie. My family is not too bougie. We like to shop bargains. Both of our entire outfits came from Amazon.
Nothing wrong with that.
It ain't at all. But I know a lot of people that won't. A lot of people would especially for like weddings and shit like that. Motherfuckers are like, oh, I'm going to this place. I'm going to Macy's. Or I'm going to this place. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna buy no dressy outfit from Amazon.
Yeah, but then again, there's also less of those things called stores where you can go into now to
That's a
even
fact.
try the shit on. You know, try to go get something tailored right now. You gotta make a thing out of it. Like,
Yeah, that's a fact. And we fucked up when we got to save the date last year. We put it in the calendar or whatever so we can make sure we request our days and all that. And when you put it in the Google Calendar, it automatically defaults to 7:30 p.m. So the whole time we was operating like it was at 7:30, blah 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 blah. We get the invitation, you know what I'm saying, continue about our day, do the RSVP, all that shit. Bro, I swear to God, like I went and got my hair done the day before. Took wifey to work. When I picked her up from work, took her to go get her hair cut. We get home, she about to hop in the shower, do her nails, get all cute, all that type shit, right? We look at the fucking invitation. That motherfucker said the wedding started at 5 o'clock. It was 4:52, and it was an hour away.
oh, wow.
We missed the whole fucking ceremony, bro. Like, we missed the whole ceremony. We got up there. She damn near cried the whole way up there. We finally get there, and she told her cousin, like, yeah, I'm so sorry we missed it, and da-da-da-da-da. Her cousin was like, did y'all? Like, oh, y'all wasn't in there? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, see, man, you ain't even have to say nothing. Like, you don't remember when we got married? I don't know who the fuck was at our wedding.
Yeah, it's not like the Brewsters. I'm looking for them. Like, yeah. But at least y'all made the effort. An hour away.
And she was happy that she saw us.
I'll probably chalk that up.
Oh, that's family though.
An hour.
Nah, that's family. If it wasn't family, I might have second guessed it, but that's family. So you know what I'm saying? An hour ain't shit for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And for me, I'd be like, well, statistically, I'll just go and meet you at the next wedding.
I'll meet you at the next wedding.
You know, I'll make sure I'm there at that one.
Damn.
And statistically, you know,
I'll meet you at your second wedding.
What's the statistic ever? How often does the first marriage end in divorce?
Well, it depends. It depends. I mean, 70% are initiated by women, but about 53% of all marriages in the U.S. end in divorce.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who is that, Bobby? Tell him I said hi. Bobby has left the chat.
Yeah, he has.
I just had a question for that nigga too.
Brandon said hi.
Hi, Brandon.
What's up, girl?
Oh, hey.
What's up, E?
Look, how they both did dry ass highs to each other. That's funny as shit. She gave you the same energy back.
I mean, hey, girl.
So
Hold on. Here.
I got a question that ain't got nothing to do with what we came up with. I got a question for you. Actually, I think this is be a good conversational piece for everybody included. But I want to start with you, Bobby.
All right.
What do you do when your kids' dreams clash with your morals?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. You're gonna have to give me some examples though.
So I do not remember where I got the idea for that question. As I've said before, I just consume so much media, it's hard to fucking say where I got it from. But going back and looking at it days later, the top thing I could think of would be like your daughter being a stripper. Like morally,
you don't have to give me no examples. I thought of my answer. If their dreams collide with my morals,
yeah,
they're grown, right? They're adults.
Yeah, these are adults.
As long as they ain't hurting nobody or themselves, I mean, and they grown, then I'm just gonna have to chalk that up. My morals might not be necessarily their morals, even though I tried to teach them my morals. You know, kids grow into their own people. They learn things along the way. My dad tried to teach me things too, and I still came out with morals of my own, beliefs of my own. I am my own man. So, I mean, hell, I could want my son to be a doctor. He could want to grow up to be a rodeo clown. I mean, as long as he's happy, he's able to provide for himself. As long as he's not hurting anybody, as long as he's not hurting himself. I mean, I'm gonna just have to chalk that up. As a dad, I'm just gonna have to chalk that up. As long as my kids are happy, I mean, I'm gonna have to chalk it. Because what can I do? They grown now. What can I do? I've done everything I could do for them. It ain't. And they ain't living up. If they ain't living under my roof either, it's like, all right, well, do what you want. Do what you want. I mean, just, you know, if you come back here, I mean, just know, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to switch that around. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to do something to get back on your feet. But
right.
as long as y'all happy, able to provide for yourselves and all that, I mean, like I said, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, doing nothing wild or nothing like that, or hurting yourself, then it's like, I mean, for real, what I got to say, they grown.
So
they grown.
What if just to offer some pushback, right? Say what their dream is like, and it's crazy to say that it's going to come of harm or anything like that, but we all know how harmful let's say big pharmaceuticals are, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're smart enough to know that. Say that, they want to go into the pharmaceutical field, or say that they want to go into um like into the service. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all respect our vets and all that good shit, but we also understand what happens in the service. Like, if your morals aren't aligned with theirs, like, how do you parent through that? Like, how do you parent? Like, because it's easy to say that now in our adult age of now we got kids and all that type of shit, but how do you parent through something like that, where it's like, I don't agree with your life decisions, your dreams are fucking with my morals, and even though you're an adult, I'm still your parent? How do I, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, it ain't about me. It ain't about me no more. I done taught them everything I can teach them. Like, your dreams interfere with my morals. That sounds very selfish on a parental aspect. That sounds very like, I want you to do what I want you to do. Like, nah, it don't even work like that with me. Like I said, I mean, you said, like, you gave pharmaceuticals and so like the military, for example. I used to want to be a Marine until I found out like what goes on with that. A lot of people, I got all the respect in the world for soldiers, like all military and firefighters, like because they go over there with the best of intentions, and I think, and a lot of the people who go over there knowing that it don't work the way they wanted to, believe that they can change the system from within. I I can't do nothing but commend that. I mean, I don't really think it's smart, given the past, like repeating mistakes and all that. I don't think that it's very very smart, but I believe that they have the best of intentions going in there. I don't think nobody's going into pharmaceuticals with the intent, unless you're a CEO. I don't think anybody's going into pharmaceuticals with the intention of like deceiving people purposely. Like, they really want to help. They actually really want to help people. That's what I believe. I believe they want to help. Unless they're a CEO and they know what's going on, I believe they want to get in it to change people's lives and actually help them heal. That's what I believe. People who go into the military, they really go into that thinking that they are protecting our country, not knowing that they going overseas fighting for oil because George Bush got mad at because George Bush Jr. got mad because George Bush Sr. couldn't kill Saddam Hussein the first time he was over there. They don't know they going over there for that. They really think they going over there protecting our country and all that. And that, I can't do nothing but commend that. That goes along with my morals, to be honest. But like I said, I let it go. I let it go because, like I said, if they ain't hurting nobody, they ain't hurting themselves, I'm cool with it. I got to take myself out of it. Your dreams are not aligned with my morals. That, like I said, that sound real selfish. That sound real egotistical and selfish. And if they grown, then I gotta take myself out of it. It's like I gotta grow the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, like we had a few conversations like over the past weeks. I gotta take my morals out of a lot of shit.
No, facts.
Yeah. You see, because we actually had this conversation on the phone like maybe a few days ago.
Yeah.
How I just keep my morals and stuff. I need to take my morals out of shit.
Okay.
So
I mean, and it's funny because I do remember that conversation. So it's definitely what's the word?
Yeah, that was after Everett left. After Everett left Frisch's.
Yeah, we sat in that parking lot for another like half hour.
We weren't done with the conversation. We thought about things that we had to bring up and we forgot.
Too. We wouldn't even just chopping it up. We still talk about Pasha.
Okay.
Yeah.
We missed an important.
We missed a bunch of important shit.
Yeah.
We did. But go ahead.
Where you stand on this?
Oh, Bobby, were you finished?
I'm done. Yes.
Okay. Well, first off, that's a great question. I will say I'm not the most moral person, so it's like, yeah, all right, cool. But what I am, just to answer the question how it is morally, I ain't got too many of those. But whatever you do, you better make sure that shit makes sense. Okay. What I mean is, as a parent, it is my job to prepare you for the shit that the world got for you and how to go around it and how to deal with it. Now, if you want to leave my protection model and go out into this world and do some shit that I think is going to hurt you or it may not be the best for you, okay, cool. But you better make sure that you succeed at it. I'll give you an example. You want to go to college, okay? I'm willing to pay for it, but only if it's in STEM. You want to go for theater, journalism, or some shit. I'm not gonna pay for it, but I support you paying for it and you doing it because that's what you want to do. But I'm not wasting my money on that shit. Okay. So I don't have to support it. I'll still love you, but you better make sure that that's what you want to do. Here's what come with it. You better be ready to stand on it. As they say, as the youngsters stand on business, you better stand on the business that you're trying to go in. Okay. So you make sure you prepared to really sacrifice and go after this dream, because depending on what it is, daddy, I'm that's what you chose. And that's taking accountability. And if you don't teach your children this, they go off doing shit thinking that you always gonna be there to fix it. No.
I 100% agree with that, Everett. I'm always gonna be there for my kids or whatever, but there's some stuff that's just gonna be like, nah,
that's on you.
Nah, you're gonna have to learn this on your own.
Yeah, I can fix mess ups. I can't fix fuck ups. You go out here and get addicted to some substances. No, I'm not paying for your rehab. You're not staying at my house. You're not stealing my VCR. Damn, did I say VCR?
VCR.
Damn.
Yep.
That nigga didn't even say DVD player, Blu-ray player. That nigga said VCR.
But that's just a light example. Whatever your dream is, be prepared to sacrifice. Go for it. You might have to give up some part of your life and work shitty jobs. But make sure if it's your dream, not just some shit you might want to do. I might not agree with it. Like my daughter, if she wants to do OnlyFans, okay. I don't agree with that at all. And I know what's gonna come with that. And I can't be there for you. I'll love you, but just know that this is
I'm not buying your camera.
I'm not buying your camera. I'm not.
I love you and support you, but from afar.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you wanted. I ain't.
I'm not sharing your I'm not sharing your subscriptions.
Make sure
I'm not sharing your page.
I'll subscribe to my daughter.
Yeah, and if that's your dream, somewhere along the way, I think I might have failed. I might have failed you if you think that that's your dream.
Why? Why do you think that, Everett? Why do you think you failed?
If my daughter truly views showing her asshole on a public forum for $5 a month is a dream, I somewhere along the way I led her wrong.
But see that kind of
that ain't necessarily true.
That's moral. That's one of your morals where you think that's not where your morals lie. And OnlyFans, right? But
it ain't even a moral thing. It's just like I said, it's got to make sense.
But
that don't make sense.
In 2023, that does make sense. It does make sense because that's what all of the successful, like, because you got to think, if you did have a daughter that was at the impressionable age of, okay, I want to do OnlyFans, all of the women in her peer group that she could look up to have OnlyFans and are posting their money. Hey, I'm making $20,000 a month on OnlyFans. I'm making 30,000, like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, on TV. Like the women that they are looking up to at that age, it doesn't, like, in my mind, it doesn't have anything to do with your parenting. It doesn't have to do anything with your morals, how you raise them, or anything.
Could be
what's being shown to me is that this is a viable dream for me because all of the women that I look up to have OnlyFans and they're making money.
Okay, cool. Knowing what I know about that particular business model, only the top 5 to maybe 8% of people are making the most money. Okay. So if you fail at, no, you can't move back in with me. No, I'm not buying you nothing. I'm not supporting you. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? That's the trade-off.
But that's fine. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to come back on you saying that you failed, because we're in the content-driven society.
We are.
So the content that's being pushed to me is this. It's not saying that
I see what
you
you're saying.
failed as a
It's
father.
just-
Like, but you can still have those stipulations. Hey, I'm not supporting you. You can't come back and live with me. I'm going like as a parent. And I'll give my example real
True.
quick and then we'll kind of wrap up.
If everything that I've told her and educated her and guided her, and she still views that as a dream, okay, all right. Hey, it's on you, Big Pimpin'.
Right.
It's on you, Pimpin'. Just
Right, and Everett, that doesn't mean that you failed as a dad. You did what you were supposed to do. If she goes another way with that, then that ain't on you. Once she grown, that ain't on you no more.
absolutely right. Maybe it's just how I'm viewing it, but I know
But Everett, where I will give you some credit at is that's how every father is supposed to feel.
Yeah.
That's how every father is going to feel. It doesn't make it true, but as a father, you're going to feel like you failed if they go into something like that.
Yeah, because of the way that we like, and not to make it sound misogynist or anything, but the way that we look at women that do those jobs, we don't value them the same way that we value the modest woman. We don't value them the same way that we value the working woman. We don't value them the same way as we do the virgins and stuff like that. So if you go into sex work or erotic dancing or anything of that nature, when you go into that as a woman, the man that raised you is going to feel a type of way. He's going to feel like he failed because our entire job as men, or what we were led to believe, our entire job is for us to keep penises out and
protect her from penetration, keep her away from the pole.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's our whole fucking model.
Exactly. And plus, we know what I know statistically. If you do have a father in your life, the girl is less likely to do that.
Bitch.
It's like having a father in the home for boys. Statistically, you're less likely to end up in prison. Just
or on drugs.
Yeah, it's probability versus the possibility.
Right.
But my morals ain't got shit to do with it. To wrap up, so you can get to your answer. As long as you're prepared to deal with whatever comes with that, hey, do it. Because eventually I'm going to not be here and you have to live with whatever decision you made.
Right.
So
100%.
What you thinking, Brett?
Go like when I first originally thought of that question, like I said, I don't remember how or when I did it, but when I went back and looked at it, it brought me a new realization because I'm not actively going through it, but I have an adult in my house now. You know what I'm saying? Tyler's 18 years old. He's out of school. He's making his own decisions, all of the blah, 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 blah. And I'll share what's going on now to kind of give y'all an insight into what my life's been like the past few weeks.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not inflammatory or anything like that. It's just growing pains. Tyler's 18 years old. He wants to go in sales. Eventually his dream, big dream, is he wants to be a real estate agent. We've all had conversations with Tyler. Tyler's a talker, just like his fucking dad. He'll excel in trying to sell some shit to somebody, but he's got to start somewhere. He started looking for jobs, went to a couple of interviews, nothing panned out. He went to one interview a few weeks ago. They called him back and said, "Hey, we'd love to have you." Now, I won't tell you the name of the business or anything like that. I don't want to give out too much of his personal information, but just the situation that's going on. It's a sales job. This sales job is 40 minutes away from my house.
Okay. Strike one.
Okay.
That's strike one. You do not have a car, sir. You do not have a reliable means to get to work every day. Even the bus service, he has to get on a bus from here, go downtown, get on the 30 that only runs twice a day, and still walk another 20 minutes to get to work. He has to be at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. He has to leave here at 5:45 in the morning to get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And this is a sales job. So, in sales jobs, there is no 9 to 5. There is no 10 to 6. It's whenever the fuck the last customer feels like shutting the fuck up and letting you leave their house. So over the past couple of weeks, there have been days where Tyler is up at 5 o'clock in the morning and doesn't get home. Fuck going to sleep. Doesn't get home to 11:30 at night. Okay. Growing pains.
All right.
Now, Where I'm at with this whole thing is living through it. I'm trying to show him, or I've been trying to teach him, like, hey, this is how shit's gonna go. You got to do X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. And it's just like, and I remember it going through one ear and out the other when I was a kid, the shit that my mom was telling me. But it's like I look at him and it looks like it's going in one ear and out the other. It don't even look like it's hindsight. And I'm like, oh, you just didn't pay no. I can look him in the face and it looks like he's not grasping what I'm telling him. So the past few weeks, or at least that first week was tough because he hadn't got a paycheck yet. Like it got to the point to where he was just kind of like trying to plan our day out for us. Me and Justine's day.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so he could take the car. Yeah, because he wanted the car.
Nah. Oh no, little buddy. No,
Yeah.
no, little Tata.
And where at least in relation to the question, morals versus dreams. I don't think this particular situation is that. It's more of I'm trying to figure out now how to parent an adult. And it's hard to keep.
Sounds like
so it's crazy.
Like it don't go together.
Yeah, because I can't parent.
Yeah,
like I can still be his father and all that good shit, but he's no longer my responsibility. He's still my child and I love him, but I'm not responsible for anything that he does anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's kind of where I think I related to this, is because the way that I'm set up, my moral compass is no, I want to steer you away. I want to just tell you no, and you have to listen to me. But that's not what it is anymore.
Yeah,
I kind of got to let you sink or swim.
Exactly.
And that's fucking tough.
I imagine.
Because I didn't like morally, like his dream is sales. I didn't do sales. I didn't grow up in sales. So sales was always a foreign concept to me. So for him to be like, oh, well, I want to do sales. And I'm like, you probably shouldn't do sales because sales is da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm trying to like, not necessarily trying to caution him against it, but
a more efficient way to do it.
There's a more efficient way to do it. And I don't know if that's a moral thing or not.
It's not
like,
it's just, hey, that's game and guidance.
Hey,
maybe you could get a real job and then learn that on the side in your spare time.
Yeah.
And then when you perfect it, then maybe jump into it full time.
Yeah.
And maybe some.
So I'm
closer.
like, so yeah,
but you ain't getting my car, and I'm not planning my day around this. If you really want to do this, hey, the dream free hustle so separately.
Facts. But yeah, that's kind of what our household has been like the past couple of weeks. As far as like, if one day we all got into it. Me, him, and Justine was all just yelling at each other. Because he basically
don't share too much.
Oh no, it ain't like disrespectful or nothing. But it's along that same line. Like he was just trying to plan our day for us. Like Elijah had a game that day, and actually Elijah and Natalie had games, and they were an hour apart. So Elijah's game would have been going on while we had to leave to go to Natalie's game. Somebody else was coming to the game, and Tyler had woke up early and started texting everybody. And he was like, well, such and such is going to the game, so they can take you to Natalie's game, so I could take your car.
Oh, that is a violation.
That
is a violation. Hold on. Oh yeah.
That shit was nuts, bro. Like by the time he got home that night, like we was all just in the living room yelling, bro. It was definitely our first adult argument where it was like, I can't just tell you to shut the fuck up and you gotta listen to me, because now you're an adult and you are making your own decisions. But this is, you overstepped.
Very much so.
But like he's a man now. He's become
that shit gotta get
he's
checked.
Never had to fend for himself because of the district that we live in. There's never that need to get on the bus. You don't have to get on the bus. You don't have to find your way somewhere else because We've worked our schedules around making sure we can take y'all where y'all need to be, not where y'all want to be, but where y'all need to be. We found a way to get y'all there,
and now you only have to do that technically for 2 now.
right? Because now wherever you need to be, we're not responsible for that.
Yeah,
and we're definitely not responsible for where you want to be. So it's definitely been growing pains in the house. And me and Justine just trying to figure out how to transition our relationship with Tyler into being having an adult child.
That's a challenge. I don't envy you, sir.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like I thought it was just gonna be like seamless. Like I knew it was gonna be growing pains, but I didn't think it was gonna be like completely seamless. But I have been working with Tyler since he was like 13, 14 on growing him into a man. So 13, 14, we started having man conversations. So the past 5 years have been let me get you ready to be a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? And a black man in the neighborhood that we stay in, a black man in the city that we stay in, a black man in the country that we stay in. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already been cultivating that. Where on the other side, his mom is always going to be his mom. Everybody knows how moms are with their boys. That's mom. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't slow down. So for her and him, it's a culture shock of I don't know how to they don't know how to interact with each other because they weren't cultivating that parent adult child thing. So it's very tough. It's very rough. I wouldn't advise it to anybody. If I give anybody information, if you have teenagers when they turn 12, 13, 14 years old, start working on your adult relationship with your child. Because it is not easy once they turn 18 and they can make their own fucking choices. And you really can't do shit about it. All you can do is, like, it's your house. You still have to live by my rules, but I can't tell you when to come and go. I can tell you need to be in my house by a certain time. But if you're a job, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're 18 now. If you go get a job, they get off at 2:00 in the morning. I can't tell you to be in the house by midnight. Like, so.
Real quick story. I was at an old job. A coworker of mine, I won't say his name, but he got in trouble at the job.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, he was about 20. He got in trouble. You know, his father came up there to talk to the manager about it. You know what happened?
Get the fuck out of my store, sir.
And then also, you know what happened?
Don't.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck is your dad here?
Me and a friend of mine
still
talk about that. Like, we still can't believe it, but different culture. Different.
Yeah. My dad will have your ass.
Right.
That is not what happened.
My dad will have your ass, buddy.
He messed around and found out.
He definitely did. Me and a friend who I work with, we still laugh about that shit because it's like, did you go home and tell your daddy that you got in trouble? And he was like, well, they can't talk to my son like that.
Yo, daddy.
And he's 20, maybe 21 at the time.
Bro.
It just reminded me of, don't be that person, Brad.
Nigga, when he was working at, y'all remember when he worked at Dunkin', right?
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga was working like 8-9 hour shifts at 16 years old, and we didn't go up there and say shit. We told that nigga he had to handle it himself. That's your job, nigga. At 16 years old, there's no fucking reason for him to be working 8 hours at 16 years old. He's a fucking minor.
No.
They broke every minor law that there is. But it was not it was my job. But
technically, but
I was also at the point, like I said, I've been trying to cultivate that adult
handle his.
Yes, you need to go talk to them and tell them that they're breaking the fucking labor laws for minors. You need to go and tell them that, hey, I'm not comfortable working 8 hours right after I get off of fucking work. Yeah. That's not my job. That's your job.
Also, that comes with the trade-off of possibly getling fired, and you have to accept that. That's what comes with manhood.
And it's like, hell nah, I ain't dealing with that shit.
All I know is, if you would have told me that you got a ride with the neighbor and he took the car,
fail.
But yeah, I don't envy. That's gonna be a challenge for a while.
It really is.
Challenge for a while.
It really is, and I think it'll get harder once he moves out.
Yeah.
When and if.
And these times it's getting later and later.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't envy you, and hey, best of luck.
I'm getting there.
Everybody on that.
Facts.
It's him, it's your wife, it's you. I'm thinking the same thing will come along with Natalie.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that hard for Elijah because Elijah's so fucking chill. But I think Natalie will definitely give me some trouble.
It'll be the reverse.
Probably.
Like, you know what I mean?
Probably,
like,
yeah. It probably will. Like me and her.
He's trying to keep her in the house.
Yeah, for sure.
He gonna be suffer from empty nest syndrome and all that. Yeah, I get it.
Probably. Shout out to Diddy.
Oh yeah.
He won a VMA Icon Award,
definitely,
which is overdue.
Yeah.
This is Diddy. This is fucking Bad Boy. This is Craig Mack. This is Biggie. This is The Locks. This is Black Rob. This is Mariah Carey. This is 112.
Faith.
This is Faith. This is Diddy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was instrumental in Usher's career,
right? Like this is Diddy, bro.
Yeah, Stevie J.
The list goes on and fucking on.
You know,
112.
Making the band.
Sure. Wouldn't he escape too? Did he have Escape or was that JD?
Nah, that's JD.
That was JD.
Which girl band did he have? Danity Kane.
Danny Kane, J26, I think.
J26.
Yeah, that whole second generation, the second wave with your Loon and your Shines and your Mates, G-Deps and
yep.
Like this is Diddy. If anybody deserves an Icon Award, it's fucking Diddy.
Yeah,
and it wasn't in 2023. He probably should have got that shit in 2005.
This is true.
Like,
shouts out to him. Also, he gave everybody their publishing back.
Yeah,
that may have something to do with this.
I heard motherfuckers still complaining about that shit too, but whatever.
Yeah,
we ain't got to go deep into that. Also, rest in peace to PNB Rock.
Yeah. It was a little over a week ago, but it was a 1-year anniversary of his death. He was tragically murdered in a Waffle House in California. Prayers to his family, his children. Very, very unfortunate death, taken away way too soon. Big fan of his music. Just be safe out here. These streets are nothing nice.
Be safe. Fuck it. For sure be safe. I think we could probably cover Mel Tucker and shit next week.
We can get to that.
We can do that next week.
You know.
Yeah, so at the beginning of this, I said that we were, doing a rebrand, we're doing changes, shit like that. And that is still the case. The first thing first, this is the first time that we have done it. But if you're watching this on YouTube right now, there's about 10 minutes in front of when we started. And that is for our audio listeners only. So if you want to get that extra 10 minutes, head over to Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora,
Google Podcasts,
Podcasts, anything like that. Anywhere that you can just listen to our podcast. That is where all of our music will be housed from here on out. Our little banter that we do in the beginning, that you guys have become accustomed to, we brought that over to live. We're now axing that out of live. That will now be housed in that first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that will be for audio only.
Got to give them a gift, and we may be a little more transparent and open within that first 10 minutes. So make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can get them, behind the scenes transparent moments. You get to, learn a little bit more about us
for sure. And that is us without charging anybody anything. Yeah. That is not a Patreon thing. That's not behind a paywall. That is just audio. But like I said, we're in the middle of a rebrand, so we're trying to do a little bit everything new.
May hear something you wasn't supposed to hear.
Facts. We will be releasing both of our Patreon episodes at some point. We have decided to do away with Patreon for the moment being. So those episodes will be available We're not sure when, but
Just wait on it.
it's coming.
Just hey, we got a large catalog. Get through that first, and then eventually we'll have it available for you guys. But thank you for all your support either way. But those episodes will be available very, very soon.
I think I got any. Our other announcement. Starting next week, we'll go ahead and do this one so y'all can kind of get adjusted to it now. Starting next week, we will be in person only, and every other week.
Yeah, so it's just it gives us a chance to be balanced out so we can enjoy life a little bit more. Everybody's got their own thing going. We don't just podcast. Everybody has something going on. If you've been listening, then you know what that is. It just gives us a chance to have a little bit more balance, but also give you guys the added benefit of us being together, because we are aware that the chemistry is different when we're together. And quite frankly, we like being in the basement. It's very different. I know sometimes the energy is off when we're all in different, at home, or, we're what do they call it? Virtually or whatever.
Yeah.
This way, essentially, we know that you guys enjoy, our banner and our chemistry and everything when we're together. So, because we're taking a week off and then coming back, we're going to give you guys the quote unquote gift of, having us all together, and the episodes may go a little bit longer, and, we'll have some special surprises for you guys just for rocking with us and still being patient with us on that week off.
Facts.
Yeah, and to give y'all a chance to miss us.
Facts.
That too.
Facts.
We don't want y'all to get tired of us like, oh, these Negroes again.
And then we are also doing away with segments for the most part. The only thing that we are keeping, though, which we are, I'll let Bobby kind of speak on a little bit more, is we are keeping his Black Excellence part of it. We have not figured out in what capacity yet, but that is something that we all, hold close to our hearts. So we definitely want to keep the Black Excellence. We do not know in what capacity, but we will be keeping that. Bobby, I guess you want to say anything more on the topic?
No, you said it. I mean, we haven't figured it out yet, so I don't want to go. I don't want to talk when I don't have any details to give yet. So I don't think it makes sense to be like, "Hey, you just said it." So all I was gonna do is mirror what you said.
Okay. Outside of that, we don't have any more like big reveals or anything like that. This was a big reveal. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, we don't have any of our stuff up. We don't have our logos. We don't have our backgrounds. We don't have the videos or anything like that. That is for a reason. So come back next week.
Yeah,
September 23rd, we will be in the basement, going live at 8 or probably about 8:15. Like I said, that first 10 to 15 minutes will be dedicated to the audio. So our new live times will be 8:15 every other Saturday evening, 8 p.m., 8:15 p.m. Fuck. So yeah, come see us on September 23rd. But we getting the fuck out of here. We are also going to try to start keeping these episodes shorter for y'all, better to digest. So let's get the fuck out of here. We could do our taglines, and we can, if anybody got anything to shout out.
Hey, shout out to the Ellises. Once again,
For sure.
Congratulations on their union. That's all I got. Hey, shouts out to them.
Ditto.
Taglines.
You can make millions. You can make excuses. You can't do both. Ever.
Hey, self-improvement is the key now.
No matter what you do it so well that they cannot deny you.
Hey.
And as always, every conversation that's normal is not a normal conversation. For our Saturday people, we appreciate y'all. We will see y'all next week for the first time with the new brand. For our Wednesday people, we hope you enjoy that first 10 minutes that we gave you with the music and the everything else that we gave y'all in that first couple of minutes. So I guess we will see y'all next week. This is Normal Convos Pod. We are getting the fuck out of here. We will check y'all next week. It's hump day. Hump something if you can.
Yeah.
And we out of here.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.